Kailash is a very high and snowy peak situated in the Himalayan mountain range. It holds a unique description in religious scriptures and Hindu stories. Kailash is considered to be the dwelling place of Lord Shiva. Lord Shiva is often referred to as the Adi Dev, which means he has no birth or death and he resides in all living beings and things. It is believed that Lord Shiva lived on this mountain with his family, and this mountain was known as Shiva Lock. Many times people have claimed to have witnessed Lord Shiva's physical presence on this mountain, which is shrouded in deep mysteries. This place is significant in Hinduism, Buddhism, and Jainism. Followers of Jain and Buddhist faiths consider it the most suitable place for meditation and contemplation because it is an extremely tranquil and divine place where one can easily control their mind due to its serene nature. It is believed by a large group of yogis that both the physical and subtle Himalayas can be experienced together. The subtle Himalaya is a place where advanced yogis can perceive the shadow of the transcendental world. This place also holds an attraction for tantric rituals, chants of Om, and the attainment of mystical powers. Many ascetics practice Tantra here and achieve extraordinary abilities. Friends, in this tranquil environment, we can hear the sound of a damaru, also known as a power drum, which at first may sound like the noise of an airplane. When listened to carefully, it seems similar to the sound of Om. It is believed that this sound is produced due to the constant melting of ice and the friction with the mountain rocks. The sadhus and saints here consider it a spiritual and mystical phenomenon. It is also said to be connected to various structures around the world, such as Stonehenge, which is 66 kilometers away, and the North Pole, which is also 66 kilometers away from here. Furthermore, the peak is 13,232 kilometers away from the southern tip of India. The Himalayas are situated between the two poles of the Earth, the northern and southern poles. Several research studies conducted by Russia and the United States have revealed that the peak of this mountain is the center of the world, known as the Axis Mundi. In this way, Kailash is famous as the center of the entire Earth. Russian scientists believe that in the Axis Mundi, there is a flow of mystical energies, and it influences all individuals who come here, giving them an experience of connecting with other dimensions. Many times we can see multicolored lights in the sky here, which, according to scientists, are created by the interaction and friction of magnetic waves. There is a belt of magnetic waves around our Earth that become dense near the poles and emit bright lights, which we commonly call the aurora. This phenomenon occurs here due to the presence of the Axis Mundi. The uncontrolled compasses also have the same reason behind them. The height of Kailash mountain is only 6,600 meters, which is about 2,000 meters lower than Mount Everest, yet it is perhaps one of the least climbed mountains. More than 6,000 people have successfully conquered the world's highest peak, Mount Everest, which stands at an elevation of 8,800 meters. In contrast, no one has ever been able to ascend Mount Kailash, despite its lower height of approximately 6,600 meters. This remains a mystery to date. It is said that no human has ever set foot on Mount Kailash. Those who have attempted to climb it have met with death. There are various stories and beliefs surrounding why no one has been able to climb Mount Kailash. Some believe that Lord Shiva resides there, making it inaccessible to living humans. In the 11th century, a Buddhist monk, Milarepa, attempted to climb it. It is said that he attempted the ascent, but confirmation from Milarepa's side was not received, so it remained a mystery. Due to the religious and sacred nature of Kailash mountain, climbing here has been restricted by the government. When mountaineers attempt to climb this mountain, they often get disoriented due to the vastness of the peak. The magnetic compass also malfunctions here, giving misleading readings in all directions. Climbing this mountain is considered nearly impossible. The weather on this mountain is highly unpredictable, leading to frequent snowstorms and landslides, which have proven fatal for many mountaineers. Once, a skilled mountaineer, Colonel R.C. Wilson, shared that as soon as they began their ascent on this mountain, they encountered a heavy barrier that made the climb seem impossible. At the heights of this mountain, there is a sudden drop in the oxygen level, causing difficulty in breathing. After death, or for someone who has never committed any sins, only they can conquer Mount Kailash. Many intriguing myths and stories surround this mountain. To get to the truth, in 1999, Russian surgeon and ophthalmologist Ernst Muldashev decided to explore the mysteries of Mount Kailash in the region. He formed a team for this purpose, which included experts in mountaineering, geology, and physics, along with historians. At the outset, Muldashev claimed that Mount Kailash is a massive human-made pyramid constructed in ancient times. This pyramid is surrounded by several smaller pyramids, which serve as centers for extraterrestrial activities. This is not the end of it. There is more to come. Visitors to the sacred mountain claim that time passes quickly here. The growth of nails and hair, which usually takes about 2 weeks under normal conditions, grows in just 12 hours in this place because the place is highly radioactive. The mountain's air aids in accelerating this process. Mount Kailash is surrounded by many mysteries. A mountaineer wrote in his book that staying on this mountain was impossible. There, directional confusion occurs for unknown reasons, and one loses the sense of direction. Even compasses begin to deceive. When seen in aerial images, the shape of this mountain appears circular, and the mountain cliff lines resemble the Kundalini, which is believed to signify our crown chakra, the point of supreme consciousness. There are 2 main lakes here, the first being Manasarovar, which is a clean water lake shaped like the sun, and the second is Rakshastal, which is salty and shaped like the moon. Rakshastal is also known as Ravantal because, according to legends, Ravana performed worship to Lord Shiva here and received blessings. At one place, a lake with both sweet and salty water is quite astonishing. Another thing that makes this place mysterious is the Yeti, also known as the Himalayan snowman. Yes, friends, it has been confirmed several times that the Yeti, according to many scientists, is a creature that belongs to ancient times. Many times, we have seen signs of the Yeti's large footprints on the ground here. Some people believe that Yetis, like beings from legends, often frighten people and are described as resembling brown bears. Such descriptions are found in mythological stories as well. These places are also the habitat of musk deer, which is a rare species of deer. Musk pod, a fragrant substance, is found in the rear part of its body. Musk pod is used in the production of medicine and perfume, and it is a very expensive product. Various medicinal herbs are found in the valleys of Mount Kailash, which are rare. According to ancient scriptures, the mythical Sanjivani herb is found in this place, although there is no evidence to confirm this. Do we truly understand nature, or do we need to change our perspective towards nature? This mountain brings us closer to spirituality and inspires us to unravel the mysteries of creation. Lord Shiva is the essence of all religions in the world, and in Hinduism, he is revered as the deity of the afterlife. Lord Shiva is worshipped through bhajans. It is said that he has no beginning or end, making him not just an avatar, but the supreme divine being. You may already know that Lord Shiva resides on Mount Kailash with his family. But what you might not know is that it is the world's largest enigmatic mountain, a repository of natural forces. According to Hindu scriptures, Lord Shiva, along with his companions, meditated on Mount Kailash. While Mount Everest is more famous in terms of elevation, the magnificence of Kailash lies in its shape. Upon close observation, it resembles the form of a Shiva lingam, covered in snow throughout the year. Mount Kailash is encountered during the Amarnath Yatra pilgrimage route, situated in the Himalayan range of Tibet. Tibetan Buddhists believe that a Buddha named Demchok is the guardian deity of Mount Kailash, and they reside on this mountain. In the Jain religion, Kailash is referred to as Ashtapad, and it is believed that the first Tirthankara, Rishabdev, attained nirvana here. In Tibetan temples, spiritual leaders explain that there is an otherworldly energy flow around Mount Kailash. These energies are not ordinary but extraordinary. It is said that even today, some ascetics have spiritual experiences through these divine powers. When they reached very close to Mount Kailash, Their hearts started beating rapidly. But suddenly, they started feeling very weak and began to think that they shouldn't stay there any longer. As they descended, their mind felt lighter. The mountain has a four-faced shape, resembling the 4 points of a compass. Additionally, 4 major rivers originate from Mount Kailash: the Satluj, Sindhu, Indus, Brahmaputra, and Gagara. These 4 rivers divide this entire region into 4 distinct parts, which represent 4 different parts of the world. In the Vedas, Mount Kailash is referred to as a part of the cosmos and the world tree. This is also mentioned in the Ramayana. When the rays of the sun fall on the cold mountains of Mount Kailash at sunrise, they create a grand shape, making it seem as though Lord Surya, the sun god, is offering his respects to Lord Shiva. It is claimed that several times, 7 different types of lights have been seen shining in the sky above Mount Kailash. NASA scientists believe that this might be due to the magnetic force in this area. Mount Kailash is so incredible, mystical, and mysterious that what can be said about it is still far less. Many of the mysteries of this mountain are still being unraveled by scientists because they also believe that Mount Kailash is not just a mountain but a mysterious phenomenon of nature. Some people claim to have had a direct vision of Lord Shiva here, and there have even been cases of seeing images of Lord Shiva. People believe that Lord Shiva and other deities come to Mansarovar Lake at night and take a bath here. Some mountaineers have also claimed that this mountain changes its position and become elusive to mountaineers' eyes. That's why no one has been able to conquer it. Mount Kailash is truly extraordinary. So these were some unresolved mysteries related to Mount Kailash, a center of millions of faith and a treasure trove of mysteries, not only Lord Shiva's abode, but also vast and unconquerable like him. If you've found value in this content and desire more thought-provoking videos, please consider clicking the subscribe button and enabling notifications. Stay connected for upcoming captivating content. Namaste.